Now let's render the entire scene. So before that, I am gonna go create a camera, camera, camera. Since you guys will use an image which will be in the front, a skyline or whatever way, whichever way you think, you will put that image into the camera and render that to complete that. So let's see how my camera is looking at how. So I'm gonna go, this is my way of doing, there is multiple way of doing this too. So I'm gonna go tap the spacebar to get out, and in the top view I'm gonna check my camera where it is, and then in this panel I will change that from panel perspective to camera one. And now I have this front view. I can actually move that to the height I want, and then from the top view I move back and forth and adjust that. So sort of like this will be fine for me. So again, you have to place that with the image. I'm not doing that, so I will just keep it like that. And then I'm going to go to render settings. We are going to go use Maya software, common tab. This is where we will start. The first thing we will do is that file format. Scroll down, select Targa, name.number.extension, which is the third one over here. Scroll down, change that end frame to 300. Change the renderable camera from perspective camera 1, and leave the resolution to 540. The next is in the Maya software. Go to the top, make sure that you are in 3D motion blur production, which is the highest quality. Scroll down, open the ray tracing, check that one. I will not add a motion blur because it's easier to add a better motion blur in compositing program. So we will just render straight without motion blur because motion blur takes time to render. This particular render probably will take for you guys at least 4 hours if I'm not wrong, you know. So be careful and try to render in a free time in the lab, or you can actually render it at home. Okay, that's it. So I'll come back when all the rendering is done. You can also add a ground plane also into the scene, and it's up to you guys. But since everything is set now, we'll change from FX menu to rendering menu, and then we go to render and batch render. So it's going to go save it temporarily. I am also going to go increment and save. And if I open the script editor, now it's going to give us the batch render to start. So it's calculating right now. Here we go. It started rendering every frame, and right now it's going pretty fast, but after like 60th frame or something it will slow down, and it will really take some good amount of time. So I will get back to you guys when all these 300 frames are rendered. Okay, and it will give you a feedback over here when it is complete.